everyone. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever you guys are. We're back at it again. Where we last left off yesterday. Um, 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 um. Oh, so I am streaming a bit more earlier than usual. Just because I wanted to get this done, this commission. Let me see. Okay. But yeah, this may actually also be my last commission for this month as well. I have actually nothing planned for next week, but that's for me to worry about later. I do want to okay, so I have the flats planned out and everything. I want to do a very nice holiday background, and I'm trying to think how to go about that. Like maybe something cozy. Something nice and cozy. Actually, wait, delete that. I want to give a border around the image. But yeah, it's gonna be the holidays very soon, guys. It's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be New Year's. 2023 is almost over. I think that's okay. That's decent. I feel like I can say with great confidence this 2023 has been very good to me in terms of my art career as a freelance artist. Personally, on the personal life spectrum of things, I feel like it's been very rough. But I think I was able to manage through all of that stress and struggles through the love and support of friends and family, which I'm very, very grateful for. And I've also talked about this multiple times already, but I am very proud of myself, for I've drawn a lot more this year than I have the last couple of years in total. And I've been reflecting on that a little bit for a while, where it's just I think it was only possible if I hadn't taken this hiatus from the comic I'm working on top of also opening a Patreon that enables me to actually draw more. So I'm very grateful for all of that. We're gonna do some nice cozy colors for the background. I don't want to go too crazy on it though. Just something nice and simple. I really hope I can continue this this streak of just drawing more next year. And obviously coming into 2024, I'm gonna tackle things I haven't really put much thought of, because coming into 2023, I didn't really think about it that much. I'm just okay, 2023, it's the new year. I think I want to draw more because I don't really draw that much. And I mean, it's worked out so far without actually planning it out, I guess. But now that I have all that done, I think I can plan it out a little bit better for 2024. And some thoughts I wrote down and had is I want to draw more background work in my illustrations, which technically I have been already doing. I want to avoid doing plain backgrounds as much as possible. I give the exception, mind you, to commissions. But for illustrations I do for my Patreon for monthly illustrations, I actually have been putting in way more effort, where I do actually make proper backgrounds for them. And I want to continue with that, but I want to do more with that as well, you know what I mean? Where it's just how do I explain? I guess more More background detail. I feel like would be really good for me. And then something I also wanted to like do for 2024 is draw more men. Cause, you know, I'm bi. So I go both ways. I absolutely will objectify men as much as I will with the other gender, so it's not something I hide at all. And it's kind of weird to phrase it that way, I'll be honest with you, but like I feel like it'd be a good challenge for me to just draw more men in general. That's not like for my comic. Because in my comic, if you've been following me, and if you aren't aware, I do work on a comic on Webtoon called Parish. We are on a hiatus. I think we're gonna extend the hiatus even further for next year. I'm not sure yet, but in that comic, while the main character, she's a female lead main character, we do have a lot of male casts in the series. I feel like I learned a lot when I was working on my comic with that too, because it's starting off with that webtoon a couple years ago. I was not in a comfort zone drawing what I've drawn in there, but I learned a lot. I think it's fantastic. Learning's always good. So like, one of my goals for 2024 is to draw more men, but also to just like have that be inclusive to like what I have for the monthly polls on my Patreon. So like there may be a month where I'm just gonna be like, okay, what baby girl we drawing this month? I think it'll be good. And like also, again, I feel like I was always hesitant drawing men in general for the longest time because I feel like I built my audience to just like what I do currently with just like drawing a lot of like women and pinups. And I want to like diversify from that where it's just like I want to like draw what I like to consume. You know what I mean? If I can put that in better terms. Hope that makes sense actually. Like I something I definitely want to get better at is just like draw the things I like without having to like just only consume it on the side, if that makes sense. Because that's, well, again, like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's also just like I want to show people that I actually like a lot of things, not just like a couple singular stuff. I want some like texture in the background, but let's try to like fuck around and find out, y'all. Maybe if we do like more yellow around here. Hey, yeah, diversify. I mean that in terms of just like I don't um like I don't want people to think that I only just draw women. I love women so much, but I also like to draw like men as well. And that's always been like a worry for myself where I feel like at this point I've built my audience to be people that like only looking at women, and it's I want to diversify from that. I want to show the people that follow me that like my work that I am much more than that, I guess, if that makes sense. And like ever since I was working on the webcomic again, I feel like I've gotten more comfortable drawing men. It's just that I don't really show that, and I feel like I should show that. Because for me, I feel like when I work on art and illustrations and stuff, I kind of just go back to like a comfort zone with that, if that makes sense. And I kind of just want to start like pushing myself out of that comfort zone while still like maintaining like I can't really think of the word of it, but it's still kind of just like maintain like the quality of work I do and hopefully gain like people that like what I do as well. Even when I do just like do different things. Yeah, these are just rambles, by the way. It's something that I've been putting a lot of thought of now that we're closer to the new year. Now that like 2023 is almost over. Um it's something I want to put more thought of in now where it's just I want to challenge myself. I want to push myself more for next year. I want whatever I do for my comic to also reflect on my illustrations because I feel like I put a lot of effort as well on Parish, where I don't think that's been showing properly in terms of like a portfolio kind of showcase. This is coming out good, I think. Put that there. I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna start merging everything. And then layer on top, set and multiply. Maybe lower the opacity a little. Yeah, I'm gonna lay down like very basic shading. But like rambling on, continuing with that, like I definitely want to push myself more with my art next year. But I don't want to like over what's the word? I don't want to like over expect things of myself that I don't think I would be able to achieve. Because that's the problem as well with like in general with like New Year's resolution where you just get into the new year and you're just like, all right, it's the new year. I'm gonna do more exercise. I'm gonna do more things. I'm gonna work on this, yada yada yada. And like you kind of just like put all this stuff on your plate and not really like yeah, you may do it for a time, but like you just kind of just drop it after a while. Like I don't want to fall into that like that trap of like making plans and goals. I don't know, Mod, you're so goofy. Bite off more than you can chew. Yeah, I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. And like, um, oops. I feel like when I was younger, I'm not able to like estimate what I can handle on my plate. But now I feel like I can. And I guess that's also just part of just like growing up and like learning things and experiencing things. Is Procreate gonna crash? Hello? Oh, there we go. But I feel like it just comes with like experiencing things and like learning things along the way you go with stuff. I feel like I can definitely tackle what I said I want to do, where it's just like, I want to do more backgrounds. Okay, I have been doing that, but I definitely want to keep doing that next year, even more. And I definitely want to draw more men, which I think I can do that for sure as well without the anxiety of like, people not being interested. So it helps a lot thinking that way, where it's just like, this is a personal goal for myself without having to worry about having clients and stuff. By the way, I appreciate you listening to me ramble because I've been putting on so much thought on this, man. I've been thinking about all this stuff for so hard now for a while where I definitely want to take like the next year seriously with like my creations and my streaming journey. We need more hot guys, go for it. I'm glad. That really is reassuring to hear. Like I love women just as much as I love men. Women take a lot more priority in my life personally, but it's, you know. And then like I'm hoping like I'm hoping like when we get back with Parrish with my webcomic, people well that's been always been like so okay, I'm gonna backtrack a little. We have taken this hiatus for over a year now, right? I think we like started this hiatus in February, I believe, of this year. And there's a possibility we're going to extend that hiatus because of how busy me and my writer have been in general. But like a worry we both had for a while is our prior reader base or the people that follow us for a while, for the last couple years, they would lose interest in what we're doing. But I think that goes a lot to say. I mean like I guess that's like how it is for anything in general. Like once you take a break for a while, like it's you're just gonna have to build everything back up. I don't really mind it personally, but it's also just like oh man, we're gonna have to put in a lot more effort than we have before to get back our readership back up. But I think we'll do good. I think we'll be okay, honestly. I'm putting like really like basic like shading for the hair and like maybe the sweater. Something I also wrote down in my New Year's resolution is streaming more consistently. But like I feel like just writing that down won't really like help figure out my goals and plans with that. Like yeah, I do want to stream more consistently, but like what else should I be doing more than that? And like I definitely want to start like being more involved with other streamers. I want to like help contribute to their communities and like I wouldn't say it's like networking. I think I think I want to think of it more in terms of like being like more like what's like being like their acquaintance or friend, I guess. When I think about the word networking, I think I kind of just get a little like icky about it. It may be bold to say, maybe even foolish, but I'm certain people enjoy an artist style regardless of what exactly it is they draw. Believe me, I'm just hungry for more art. Aw. I think you're right about that actually. I think that's it's actually like really like interesting now that you say that because like when I think about my favorite artists, right? I just love everything they do. I love their technique, I love their rendering, I love the art style. Like it doesn't matter what they draw. So that's really interesting that you say that because that's how I feel too with like the people, the artists I look up to and admire. If it stays transactional, then yeah, that it makes sense. Yeah, that's exactly no, yeah, for real. Like it's so it's something I've noticed with the I guess like in general with content creators, I guess is the term I'm like trying to like think of because I'm also thinking about artists as well when I say that. But, like a lot of like sometimes I notice like they just are looking for other people to like network with and like have their back scratched and you scratch their back. And that's fine and all, but it there's always that like risk of these people just tossing you away once they got what they wanted out of you. And like for me, I don't want to feel that way. I mean I've had experiences like that, but like I don't want to make other people feel that way as well. So the best way I can think about like approaching that or combating something like that is just being like more involved with the community without asking anything at all back. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I like what you do. I like your content. I like your art streams. They're very good. I wanna help be involved with your community. Does not matter. It does not matter if you're not involved with mine. Cause I feel like as well for me, my God, Procreate. It's being goofy. Today of all days, why are you I cannot move my canvas. Okay, there we go. I wonder what's making it lag. I won't worry about it too much. But I was gonna say, I don't want to expect people to also do what I do for them. And that's not the color I'm using. Because I feel like while I'm doing this journey of streaming and content creation, I feel like there's a lot for me left to learn. Like, so much. There's a lot for me to learn. Where I can just, like, benefit myself just being involved with other people's community. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, okay, this is fun. You guys do that. That's cool. I don't think I would do that, but it's super, super fun. So like, I definitely want to start rating more people when I stream. I definitely want to like be more involved with other people's streams and like maybe even sub for a month or two, or maybe for a while. Maybe actually watch a stream longer than like an hour would be pretty cool. So I know like this looks a little weird right now, but trust the process. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. The tide raises all ships, build a healthy community, and everyone benefits. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Exactly. Continuing on with like what I was talking about with goals for next year. I wrote down that I want to be more consistent. So like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I want that to be a thing I consistently do at a certain time with art streams, right? And then I also wanted Wednesdays to be like an optional random day. It doesn't necessarily have to be art streams. However, I feel like I have more enjoyment personally doing art streams than like doing a game stream. And I also wrote down that I want to like put more like art time lapses on TikTok and YouTube. So like setting like a schedule for that in itself, because by now I already have like a shit ton of time lapses I can share. Thankfully, I am very grateful that that Procreate just like saves everything I do in that way. Procreate's amazing. Oh my god. I feel like ever since I've got this iPad and got Procreate for the first time, I generally feel like it changed my life. Like legit, it motivated me a lot more to draw than I have for like the last decade. Like legit. I've been learning Clip Studio Paint on a Wacom, and honestly, I miss using the Apple Pencil and touch shortcuts on Procreate. Yeah, dude. I mean, I also have to work on Clip Studio too, but like anytime I work on that program, I always just kind of miss the shortcuts on Procreate and how simple it is. Also, as well as the brushes I work with on there, because I don't think I can get them to work on Clip Studio. Clip Studio's engine, I feel like I have a lot of problems with it personally. Or at least like I experience a lot of lag when I'm using like a really like texture heavy brush on Clip Studio. I don't know if that's just my experience personally, because I don't really see anyone else complain about that. Um, but yeah, I love Procreate so much. It changed my life 100%. And like I used to work on Photoshop for a while before like transitioning to like Procreate and Clip Studio. So the way I used to work on Photoshop with painting, it's actually very similar to what I do on Procreate. I actually can't do that with Clip Studio. I feel like I struggle getting like the same technique and workflow on there. So I do like a completely different like um process on Clip Studio when I'm working on there. It's weird. It's very weird. The shortcut for the radio. Oh, you're talking about this? I have this set on my keyboard with my iPad. So when I press space, that'll show up. That is a setting you can go into, where is it? In preference. And it's under advanced. Well, no, it's actually in gesture controls. Where is it? Quick menu. There you go. So I have it set up in two ways. I have it set up with the tap, with the little square thing, which is, you guys can't see it, but like that little like square thing on the bars and to the left. And then I have it set up with my space bar. I think it does it automatically or by default, but I highly recommend using the shortcut feature. You should be able to use it though, because with this little square thing between the two bars here, it still brings it up. So like, for example, if I'm working on the couch without my keyboard, I just press that and it'll bring up like what I need. So usually what I only have is flip horizontally, clear layer, actual size, and full screen. Full screen is actually pretty nice too, because I could do that when I just want to paint. Oh, Photoshop. Watching it hard crash in college projects was always a sad time. Oh man, yeah, Photoshop. My beloved. I had a very long time love-hate relationship with Photoshop just because of um how infamous it is with it crashing. We love shortcuts. For real, man. I think you can definitely just set it up comfortably, whatever the way you want. There's also so with the quick menu, I have it very simple, but you can also have like extra shortcuts as well. So I have this like brush shortcuts with like the brush I want to pick and stuff like that. I don't use it much, but lots of things you can customize it with. Have you had a chance to check out Procreate Dreams? Not yet, actually. Not yet. I am interested. So I've seen the video. I've seen everything what you can do about it, but I definitely want to get the program myself just to play around with it. And mind you, I am not an animator. I feel like it's not my strong suit, but I am very interested in like how it works and stuff because it's still good to learn, you know? Oh, so $20 for a program where you can animate and do all the nice things. Like that is such a deal. Can we talk about that? Like that's insane. I am not either, but looks fun to mess around with and getting. Yeah, okay, yeah, that exactly the same way how I feel with that too. I feel like I can definitely like just like get more comfortable just animating, even if it is like not something I'm comfortable with. We missed that one-time purchase for real, for real. I think Clip Studio on the iPad could learn from that. Like, what is up with that annual and like monthly pay? It's so goofy, man. Like you could still buy the program for one-time purchase on desktop, but it's still just kind of like, man, you guys didn't need to do that. I know, right? Why is the iPad one a subscription, but the PC one? Yeah, it's so stupid. So tired of software as a service. Me too. I have a lot of feelings about that. Mostly because I feel like a lot of it started with Adobe Photoshop. I think you guys probably are aware how scummy their practices are. Um, it is morally correct to pirate Adobe products, by the way. You didn't hear from me. I'm just saying. But it's still just so stupid how that's becoming the norm with software. Because it's just like, okay, you're very expensive for the first time purchase, and then you expect me to pay monthly after that. Like, man, I don't know if they're aware how much artists actually earn. It's a struggle out there. The prices are wild now, but when it was cheaper, I kind of got it in that it's like you're buying art supplies. Oh, yeah, that makes sense actually. Luckily, I get a discount for my work. Also, Adobe getting rid of cloud save files is big stupid. They got rid of that? I actually use that. I actually remember using a lot of their cloud save stuff. What? That's like the one feature I found like super useful from like their whole service. It it'll be gone in February. Aw, that's lame. Oh, that's mega lame. Granted, I haven't really like used it since like maybe like a year now, but I remember that being like a really good feature from them. That sucks. To be fair, I think like a lot of what Adobe is just bad because like they also are very like pro AI art generated stuff. And no matter how much flack they get for that, I don't think they're gonna change back uh that feature they have. It's purely because they can squeeze more consistent money out of people. It can force those people who used to buy once every couple of years to pay more often. Yeah. It's so scummy though. Only still get mileage out of being in the Adobe ecosystem as a graphic designer. Yeah. That's the thing though. Like a lot of like the careers depend on Photoshop because they do a lot of things that other programs don't do. So like, yeah, Clip Studio can do a lot of like standard industry illustrations, but they don't go beyond that. You know what I mean? Like I can still 100% with great confidence say like I think Adobe's color filters and color corrections and all of that is still the best in the market compared to like Clip Studio. Yeah, they have the war chest to just keep trucking, never face any repercussions. It's so lame. It's so lame. I think Adobe's bottom line is more business and corporate teams versus smaller. This is why. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. I think it still won't change the fact they're still kind of lame with their business practices, but hey, man. There's also I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with it, or you probably are, but like there's also Paint Tool Sai, and I wasn't aware about it for a while, for like probably a long time, but like apparently it was only one guy working on that program. And it's crazy because I remember that was like the trendy program to use before Clip Studio Paint was like a thing. So like back then years ago, it was either you would work on Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint or like a free program like I think at the time it was Fire Alpaca or something, right? And like a lot of the things that Paint Tool Side did was very like um I can't think of the word for it, but like a lot of the things that that program brought like really like industrialized a lot of like Asian artists and their illustrations. And then like they lost that crown when like Clip Studio Paint came around. Cause like a lot of the things that Clip Studio Paint, like they did it better than Paint Tool Sai, unfortunately. Right, it was GIMP I was trying to think of, not Fire Alpaca. Although I think that was also from its time. And MS Paint, of course. Top tier. I've been seeing like a lot of insanely talented artists do like masterpieces on MS Paint. It is just crazy to see that from all like of all the programs out there. Like you love to see it. You love to see that. Right. Oh, so yeah, Krita. That one too was also like from its time and has been still for a while now. All right, I'm done with messing with her hair, so let's continue on. I will say, despite like my complaints about like the service, the monthly service for Clip Studio Paint, I do actually like the features they've been putting out. Um, I think it's not a good like model of service they've been doing personally, but I do like the features they've been like putting out with it. Cause like now we can like do like with the 3D models, like you can actually attach items to them, which is huge. You couldn't do that before. That was like my biggest ick using Clip Studio 3D models before because it's just like, oh, it's you can't really attach this item onto this thing. Wasn't even the point. Like now you can. And like you can do more diverse bodies as well. And like it's all really good stuff. Yeah, it's still good on the iPad. Like if you're still paying monthly on the iPad with Clip Studio, you are gonna get like all the new features they've been pumping out. Is like the side, like the huge perk they actually do give you. Like if you're a person that's paying monthly, they will actually give you like an early access, or not really early access, but like you get the features ahead of time compared to the users that are like paying like one time. MS Paint trying to hand behind the back forces new creative solutions. Yeah, I actually think that's really great. Imagine this. So like back in the day when you're just like learning as an artist and you just come back home from after school, you just like you're watching Naruto on YouTube, and you want to draw. Like back then, MS Paint back then was very of its time. But like younger artists, aspiring younger artists now, like they have access to such a powerful tool. And it's so crazy with the things they've been putting out now with it as well. Like it's so great to see. I keep messing with her hair shading. I want to move on. Okay. Pixel perfect art with the mouse is always terrifying to my brain. I mean, I feel that, but also growing up as a young baby artist, I never had access to a tablet, so I would always draw with a mouse on MS Paint. Uh, I don't think I'd ever go back to that again, ever. I don't, not even as like a challenge or anything. I don't think I can go back to that. Kudos to the people that actually draw with a mouse. They're very strong. I'm terrified of them. I think they could defeat God in the battle. Which is freaking crazy when AI supporters and purchase says they're democratizing art. Ugh. Dude, I have so much thought. I have a lot of thoughts when like I see like AI tech bros being like, "Oh, well like, if I'm disabled, I can't just like pick up a pencil and draw. Like AI technology helps me draw." And it's just like, "No. That ain't it. You're just making the rest of us look bad, man. Don't do that. You could just literally pick up a pencil. It's not that hard." Like I hate seeing that kind of argument with the whole like AI pro scene where like I wouldn't even call it like art. Like let's be real. Like I don't think that's art. It's just image generation, right? Because calling them artists is just kind of an insult to like people who are artists, right? And even more so to people who are disabled. Like there are tons of artists who are disabled. Me personally, I don't really like talk about this much, but I do want to get more comfortable with it. But like me personally, I have been diagnosed with arthritis since I was very young. And personally, I don't think it really like stopped me from continuing to draw, right? So seeing all these arguments that I see constantly online, it's just like they're so weak. They're so bafflingly weak. They're so lame. You know what I mean? They just want to build a useful, valuable skill. Laziness doesn't help that the tech bros spilled into it just for the quick cash they can make. Oh god, yeah. Um. So being briefly into the VTuber side of the community, I see a lot of like people justify not commissioning an artist because it's more affordable to get the shit they want. And it sucks because like I even see other artists that are struggling to get like income and commissions say like a lot of their sales have dropped a lot because of AI art and how people think they can get uh the stuff they want with AI generated stuff, right? It's so soulless. It's super soulless. You can even tell. Well, I mean, it's getting harder to tell, but like you can sometimes tell right off the bat, right? But like the thing is just like it sucks because now it's starting to get normalized with productions in the industry. So and it is starting to get into like the unethical part of things where it's just like they are training this data on like stolen artwork they didn't get consent of, and it's getting like more and more crazier with that, you know what I mean? And I talk about this all the time, by the way. Like I love talking about this when I'm streaming and like people bring up like AI art discourse because as an artist myself who does a lot of freelance and gets a lot of my income through illustrations, I personally have a lot of feelings with it, you know? Or it's just like, yeah, I've also noticed like a huge drop of like sales because of AI art. That one regular that wanted like a commission of like their D&D character, they're not gonna commission me anymore. They're gonna probably like just AI generate that shit, you know? It's so annoying. It gets talked about all the time, yes, but it's super painful, man. It's super painful. That and like it's starting to become more and more like seen that like it's starting to be part of like the whole like scamming stuff or like of works. Or like I've seen like multiple AI generated accounts try to like sell their work as commissions and like AI generate that shit. It's so lame. It's so lame. Really wish copyright could hurry up and catch up to the tech industry for once. Dude, yeah. Uh, it's... I feel like we're in due time to, like, start having that happen. We need those laws to pass already, because it's getting crazy out there. And it also makes me think about, like, the dead internet theory. Like, if you guys know about it, or like if you don't know about the dead internet theory, it's just exactly what's happening now, where a lot of the stuff we see online is fake, and as well as the things people say. So something that you see a lot on Twitter is a lot of blue checks with very generic opinions and statements have been like, it's also been like debunked where like, yeah, they're actually bots just responding to each other, which does not help with the dead internet theory at all. With a lot of the things we see is just kind of like not real and genuine. So like something needs to happen and be stepped, like, you know, like just place like a law with that, or else like we're gonna reach a point. We're gonna reach a point where a lot of that's gonna get out of hand, and it's gonna get really hard to get proper information and data and information. Like, how is it defensible in the least that they can just scrape the whole internet for every image and just Frankenstein generate images? It is freakish, honestly. Like, none of that is just like morally okay. Cause like I've been also seeing like how like AI generated videos is becoming a norm, right? Like the whole like deepfake shit. And there's people that've been doing like revenge porn of their exes. It's stuff like that. It's just it's just bad, man. It's just really bad. Can't wait for brand social media accounts run by AI to just all talk to each other like an echo. I mean, that's what's been happening with Twitter. Like when you see like, so like if you see like a viral tweet, take a moment to read through the replies and just see what the blue checks say. A lot of the blue checks are just like echoing each other back and patting each other's asses in like the most generic responses way, in the most generic possible way ever. And that's something that you can see easily on Twitter. I don't know about other places. So let me actually stretch, but like, thank you. Thank you for the redeem. Appreciate it. I don't know about like other places. I feel like in TikTok you can probably see that as well. I'm not sure though. The great wasteland of Twitter. Man, I'm just waiting till the day it kind of just dies. Cause it's gotten so bad with Elon Muskrat's takeover. Everything he's ever done since like he's been like got his grubby little uh lame hands on Twitter, it's always been like against like artists trying to be like just trying to get their business out there. It's so oppressive. And like I do not want to pay for a blue check. I've seen other mutuals, I've seen other people, other artists specifically, pay for blue checks so they can have their posts seen on Twitter. And I think it's kind of a waste of money to do that personally, because it's still gonna like be like oppressing your posts and stuff. I from what I've seen with from other people's opinion on blue checks when they bought one, it has not made a difference in their engagement at all. So then I am right when I say that I think it's just a waste of money going into that. I look forward to seeing how hard elongated Muskrat complains when it finally has to shutter. He's gonna go on a tangent, man. He's gonna blame probably his ex-wives or something. He's such a little baby. And I mean that as an insult, because babies are cute. It hasn't died purely because nothing is stepping up to the very easy plate. I don't know why Blue Sky isn't improving. Places like DeviantArt fumble the bag with dropping kicking artists. Yeah. Blue Sky, they're taking... They really need to like open their website soon, because I feel like Blue Sky actually may be the next candidate of like artists moving to a platform. But like right now as it is actually very hard to get like thinking about it in terms of like clients and commissions and stuff, it is very hard to get that on Blue Sky because of how most of the user base on there is just other content creators, other artists, and very rarely um other consumers, people that would consume and buy art and commission art, you know? The lack of hashtags on Blue Sky still as well. Dude, I am still waiting. Supposedly they were gonna add that in, but it's already been like months already. Like they're taking such a long time to add that in. When everyone is a blue check, nobody's a blue check. Blue Sky has been fun to BH. I like the control with their algorithm. Yeah. I mean, I do like that I have more control with the algorithm on Blue Sky too, although I feel like they really need to improve on that too. Funnily enough, it's where I found you. Really? Really? Oh, you're like the second person that told me that they found me on Blue Sky. That's actually kind of reassuring to hear. Actually, like legit. I feel like I get like most of my viewers on Twitch from Twitter and sometimes Tumblr. But actually, that's actually like very ironic, honestly. But yeah, man, oh, ad break. I'll wait until you guys are free from ad break. Welcome back from ad break. A lot of the Twitch ads are, well, personally, I've gotten some really cursed ones and loud ones. It was so suddenly loud. The most cursed was an Adobe ad act. Oh my god. What were the chances? After, like, talking shit about Adobe just a while ago. That's funny. But yeah, I have a lot of feelings about AI art and how it's kind of just changed the art scene. I really hope Blue Sky opens up soon though. Like, I know that they have to add like a bunch of features because it's not just like the tags, the hashtags that don't work, but like they don't have like other basic features that other websites have, like doing like scheduled posts. Which is what something that I really want from Blue Sky, really bad. Yeah, you can't post videos yet. You can't. I don't think you can post GIFs as well. I think that's still not a thing yet either. Like they're missing some really like basic features before they can open Blue Sky. I'll DM the YouTube link to the ad so you can see how broken the audio was. If that is okay, of course. Of course it's okay. Should be able to DM me, I think. That's unironically funny if it is like very like crunchy. I bet they're just saving money on server space in terms of how big videos can get. That would make sense, actually. Although I feel like, honestly, I think it's a small team that's running or like managing Blue Sky, right? So that would make sense if they're like taking a while with that. Yeah, that would make sense. Genuinely, though, I do think they're going to be the next platform people are going to move on to when they do get around to all that. Because, like, DeviantArt sucks, Twitter sucks, Instagram's dying. A lot of artists are not too into making videos for TikTok and YouTube, so, like, that's kind of out of the question. Utidaki Haru. that's fine. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate it. You take care now. Let me see. Is Twitch actually being lame? Let me see. Turns out on Twitch, at least you have to start the Whisper convo. Really? You can drop the link here, though, I think. I think you should be able to drop the link here if you do. Let me see this. I think you might be able to hear it through the browser. Maybe mute to the...
What if it's in suburbia?
Why does it sound so crunchy? Ew.
What if it's in
Oh,
suburbia?
why is it's with Billie Eilish? What?
What about my look?
So weird.
What about my look?
I hate this. It's like dumb artsy bullshit, but not even like in the interesting way.
What about my look? Yeah.
Girl,
This is
that's what were they thinking doing this? Oh, wow. I'm gonna stop there. Oh, wow, that... You weren't joking. That is actually really bad. Oh, that sounded super crunchy in all the bad ways. Billion-dollar company, by the way, Adobe. They're so indie and billion-dollar company. This would play for me all the time on Twitch. It was so painful. I've never seen that. That's like the first time I'm seeing that kind of like ad. It's cursed. I'm so sorry. It sounded so bad and crunchy. Like it's like amateur kind of like sound stuff. It's crazy. Let me just put back Kingdom Hearts for that. That's crazy. Even funnier when you consider they had a music artist on the ad, like make sure the audio's good. I think they were going for like a weird like artsy thing, but like it didn't really like land that good. It's so weird. It's so dumb. So goofy. I want to get to rendering already. I kind of miss Kingdom Hearts. Even though it's something I can play anytime I want, it's just the music, how absurd the story is. It's got its charm. Yeah, for real. Yoko Kanno. I kind of wonder for Kingdom Hearts 4. I wonder what kind of other banger they're gonna release with Uchida Hikaru. I would assume they're still gonna continue with that formula with her. Okay, okay, I can start rendering now. Actually, let me lower the opacity on this just a little bit. Merge all that. Okay. How's that color? Okay, much better. You know, I'm not gonna lie, thinking back to like what we've been talking about, but like I kind of like miss how Tumblr was before. When it was at its peak. But they kind of just like fumbled really bad when they had that that one rule that banished people off the platform. And like at its state now, it's not bad, but it's not good either. It's kind of weird to see whenever like I open Tumblr and the first thing I see is like their live tab, but like it's just a bunch of like cam girls. It's kind of weird to see that from a website that kind of just advertises themselves as like a fandom space. It's so weird. I miss old Tumblr so much. I lost sight of so many artists when they imploded. Me too. I'm always going to mourn.
How are you?
Oh, thank you for the follow. Foot Lover 1986. What a name. Thank you, thank you. But I definitely regret like personally, because when the whole thing happened, I kind of also just like went off the platform. But I regret not like following other artists I followed on there too, because I'm not able to find some of the people I used to follow on Tumblr that I do on like other social media, and it's such it sucks a lot. Like obviously now I use it again, Tumblr, but like it's also just not the same in the art space side of things like it was before. I feel like before, back then, like there was more engagement with people, but also like it was easier to like have your work seen as well in terms of like other people within that niche or circle. But now it feels like it's very like it's weird. I don't really know how to describe the vibe Tumblr is now. It's hard to like put a finger on that. Somebody should have just disappeared and the sun just gave up since he lost so much ground. Yeah. Yeah, that is true, actually. There are like a couple artists I remember just loving their work so much, and like they just kind of like they don't post anywhere anymore. They just disappeared. And I'm talking about again like people that post on Tumblr. So it's crazy. Shout into the void vibe. Yeah, I guess that's something that honestly, to be fair, also Twitter is like that too. As well. It's crazy.
How are you?
Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Like, to be fair, a lot of like social media feels like you're shouting to the void because of how algorithms work. You know what I mean? Whereas like back then, uh, we had forums, we had a working decent DeviantArt back then. It's crazy. It's crazy. Most social media's like that. Been trying hard to break my habit of lurking. I need to also break my habit of lurking too. TBH. I feel like I'm contributing to that like very problem. Oh, so hi, Uni Princess. Welcome, welcome. Cute rabbit. Thank you, thank you. This is a commission for a client of their bunny girl C from Final Fantasy 14. Where you can play as a bunny girl and bunny boy. But yeah, I definitely like back then. There was like the community for artists felt more tightly knit. And I feel like a lot of that is just how like forums were back in the day. Now like I don't really think like I think the closest thing we have as a forum kind of deal is probably Discord and Discord servers. If that makes sense. It also feels so shallow to be say, I like your art in every post. Yeah. No, I feel that too. It's kind of hard to talk to people. That's just not like, oh yeah, no, I love your stuff, haha. Personally, I always like chalked it up as like, oh, I think I'm just bad with socializing, but like when you really think about it, I think it's just actually just hard to like comment on people's posts and stuff without sounding like a bot. Which is also like a personal dilemma for me when like I make a post and people are commenting. I feel like weird when I always say thank you as well, because it feels like I could say more than that. But it's also just like, what else can I say? It's so weird. You know, at couple family get-togethers, I got to pet my cousin rabbits and feels very calming. Ooh, that's so sweet. Rabbits as pets are very, very, very beautiful creatures. I remember having a pet rabbit when I was a kid. Um, I think it just passed away from old age from when I remember, but they're very cute animals. I'd also assume that the internet self-selects for socially awkward people. Yeah. I mean, I think it just kind of enables that whole culture, you know, like the socially awkward stuff because of how things are. It's so strange. It's so strange. Went to a country fair a couple months ago. Literally won hundreds of rabbit, if not a couple thousand. Oh my god! It do be true that rabbits do come in the whole pack and stuff. Oh, cute! I would love to see that picture, if you would like to share, if possible. My dad disagreed about rabbits being pets because the only thing he understands about rabbits is they breed a lot. I mean, they do, but also they're just like exotic pets, I guess. Or like they have their own special needs and care. It's the same thing where it's just like because they're exotic pets, they also need like their own like exotic veterinarian as well. They all have like their own like needs and requirements, you know? I don't know if I want. I'm trying to figure out how to like shade this part. Pseudo hamsters at the pet store is wrong. Yeah, like all those like little creatures are just like exotic pets because of like how particular they are. It's like the same thing with birds as well. And those like a bird owner, I will say they have they need their own special cares and need, unlike a dog and a cat. I feel like with a dog and a cat, you can be a lot more relaxed with them because of how like more like popular they are, I guess. Hmm. Would your Discord be a good place to share said rabbit photos? Yes! We have I think a pet channel. Yeah, we do. It's the cute stuff channel. So if you want to drop that by, you're more than welcome to. I think like even some of my regulars posted like their little pets in there. And actually all the cute stuff. It's not just pets, but like you can put all the pet stuff and cute stuff. I highly suggest Russian dwarf hamsters. Very active little guys. Ooh. I don't think I'm really like a hamster person, but I think they're absolutely cute. They're super cute animals. I think I'll stick with this. I won't think about it too much. Hey, just wondering, do you ever like show choice villain? As in, I've been watching Beastars and Villain the Bear that acts like Two-Face and I really like it. Do you mean like a recommendation, like something like that? Ah, Matt, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love Beastars actually, but if I were to think of a recommendation that's kind of like that, so like kind of like the bear. Mm, I'm trying to think like it's like Two-Face and I really like it. I'm trying to think of something like that. Cause like another like character, like similar like character stuff like that I've seen is like in like certain films of like Batman, not entirely like the comics itself. Honestly, the villain, I think the hyena mixed villain from Beastars, I do really like that character a lot. I think you see him way later in the manga. I don't know if he's in the anime because I haven't really caught up with the anime yet. But you know, I think you know what I recommend that has like a similar character trip to that is maybe Hanako. So it's got a goofy name. It's called Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, and you can look it up. You can read the manga or watch the anime. There is a character there that's like that though. If you're into Beastars, which you are, I think you would like that story. It's not exactly like like furry type of animals, but it's got more like a folklore, like spooky, not really spooky, but it's got like more like folklore heavy stuff. You love this song? Have you seen Michiko the Hatchet? Because that's where the song is from. I love that anime so much. Please, please, if you have not seen Michiko the Hatchin, I highly recommend. I highly recommend it. Does photographic count as art? Yes, of course. I have another like regular that posts their photography on there occasionally, so should be all good. Should be all good. But this song that's playing right now, it's from an anime called Michiko to Hatchin. It is set in a fantasy-like setting of Brazil. I don't want to like, reveal too much of the synopsis of the story. I think it's more interesting if you just watch it without knowing much about it. If you like, if you like, if you like a baddie as a female lead, then I think that's right up your alley. Hell yeah. You will not regret watching that anime. It is one of my favorite animes of all time. Black Lagoon is very fun tune. I've been watching that too. I love Black Lagoon. Like, I was like a little bit doubtful watching that at first because I didn't think it'd be like my thing, but I actually really, really like Black Lagoon. I haven't finished watching it yet though, so no spoilers, but I really want to draw fan art of Black Lagoon characters. All right. Now I'm gonna work on the eyes. This Tekken? Oh, it is Tekken. Yeah. For sure, for sure. I just need time to draw fan art. Which I think I might actually have some time soon. Next couple weeks. Sorry. Oh, you need to apologize. No need to apologize. Great Pretenders also in that vein at times. I've heard about it. I've been a little bit interested in watching what that one's all about. Still don't know much about anything other than like people really like that anime. And I've seen like the occasional fan art as well. I asked a question I think you missed. Oh, did I? Can you repeat your question again? If possible. Con artists doing insane heists. I really like the con artist story trope. Kind of like the well, it's not actually the same thing, but the Hangover movies. Similar vibe to that, if you catch my drift. I need to clean up outside of this because it's kind of just not doing it for me. Gorillas. Gorillas, my beloved. Um, Ask you think you good idea for I think it's a good idea for a writer to use their fear as a villain, as in I'm making a manga called Snow Owl and Church Bell, and my main villain, oh, a spider, which I am scared of spiders. Yeah. Um, I think it's very good to use your own like personal experiences in general for characters, not just like villains. So that's a really good idea. It is genuinely a really good idea to do. Also, I am not a writer. I don't think it's my strong suit, but personally, from what I've read from other stuff and seen, um, a very good way to write a character is just going by your own experiences. So yeah, hope that helps. That helps. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I wish you much luck and good vibes and many success with your manga. I think it's a wonderful thing to do comics because I think you get to learn a lot doing it, like actually doing it. I think like ever since I first started working on my comic, and again, I'm not the writer, I do the artwork for it, but like ever since I started working on it, I feel like my artwork has gotten way better than it has. And I think you can actually also see that kind of improvement as well if you like read the first chapter of my webcomic. Like, if I were to look back to that now, I would be like, oh god, I could do way better than that. That's, but I won't. But it's something to think about. Like, you will definitely improve a lot. in every aspect involved with comic making. Fear can be a very powerful motivation. Yep. Yep. A lot of like well-written villains are the ones that feel like very like genuine or like real with their motivations and goals. It's not a color I'm looking for. It's something like this. Yeah, something like that. Hello. Welcome. I am working on a commission of a bunny girl. Right now I'm just painting and rendering. But there's still a lot left done with it. So I'm kind of glad I started streaming a little bit earlier than I usually do. It's all coming together.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I gotta go. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the follow too. Appreciate it. Ooh, don't want to erase that. So usually I have my schedule for art streams Tuesdays and Thursdays. But since today is Wednesday and I have a lot going on tomorrow, it's just gonna be like one of the few exceptions I'll be doing with that. And then like this Sunday, I think. Yeah, this Sunday, um I'll be streaming Pokemon, more Pokemon DLC with Matt and Shinani, my friends. My partner, my friend. So I've been avoiding spoilers really hard with the DLC. But sometimes it slips by, unfortunately. So I may have I may be aware about what happens later with the DLC. It sucks. What time frame for Sunday? It will be... Hold on, give me a second to check. So last time we streamed on a Saturday, it was at 11. We're gonna stream again on Sunday, this Sunday at 11. CST time zone. And just like we've done it last time, we've been like also trading cool Pokemon to viewers. So if you want something cool, if you play the game and want something cool, yeah, 11 a.m. We're gonna be streaming that for like maybe like another like 3 to 4 hours. And if you play the game again, you can like join for that when we do the trading by the end of it. I have some really cool Pokemon. So I have like a hidden ability Chimchar with 5 perfect IVs. Same thing with Torchic, because I love a lot of fire type Pokemon. I love fire type Pokemon so much. And then I have a couple of shinies I'd actually want to give away as well. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be exciting. Chimchar! Do we have people who like Chimchar in here? Because I love Chimchar. My beloved. I really, really want a shiny Chimchar so bad. Funny pink monkey. Like, so bad. You're a pretty choice type. Hell yeah. Usually, like, I always, like, pick fire type starters. Like, always. Which is funny, because, like, often they always end up being my favorite as well. The only exception that I've not been a fan of this fire type starters is Tepig. Like I'm not too crazy about them, but every other fire type starter I'm like yes. Yes, hell yes. I need to pick a darker color for this sweater, maybe slightly darker. Yeah. Is that too dark? No, that's good. That's good. Oh, so I saw that they released a video of the epilogue. And I don't know how true this is, because I didn't really notice it in the trailer, but supposedly that's gonna be like an event for a mythical Pokemon. And if that's true, we haven't had that in so long. Like, that is huge. We haven't had that in so long. A mythical event of a Pokemon, of a mythical Pokemon. And unironically, I think the last time we had that was in the Unova generation. A tepid response to Tepig. Man, I'm just not crazy about him. In terms of like design and like being another firefight type Pokemon. There's so many firefighting type Pokemon. Which is kind of funny and ironic because Litten from Sword and Shield, I genuinely thought he was going to be a firefighting type. But I think he's fire dark. He looks like a wrestler, but at what cost? Like, what was that decision? What was that choice that they did behind there? What a large bore of a boar. Oh no. I can't believe I laughed at a friggin' pun. You got me there. Hey man, I am subjected to listening to puns every day because of how the people my friends are. So I either just suffer in silence or laugh. And that actually made me laugh. Is this what's this song? This sounds familiar. Oh, Evidence. Oh, nostalgic. I really want to like dedicate like a week where I relax a bit, but also just like set up more like redeems and stuff people in chat can do. So something I want to like look into is have people request songs to play on stream, which will be sick. Very sick. Just let me be pink in the Discord. This is all I need. Can I make you pink? I have a couple people actually asked that. So, you know what I'm gonna do? After stream, I'm gonna see how to give you like the pink like tag or yeah. The color rolls, yeah. I got you, fam. Pink guy. Uh fucking Joji. I love his music. I think he's back on shit posting stuff again too, which is kind of interesting. I love his music. Very good when you want to be like brooding a little bit. You always shit post. That is true. You always will. Man, I have not heard this song in a while. Makes my bones feel age. Man, you're telling me. Back in my day, we used to listen to Linkin Park and sing along and shop in Hot Topic. I actually did shop in Hot Topic though. Like genuinely. I don't anymore because I don't really like what they have in there, to BH. It's a lot of like it's a lot of like FNAF stuff, which is funny because I do like Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's also just like not enough to buy merch of it. I need a different color for this. There we go. Is this a Vocaloid? This sounds like a Vocaloid. I don't even remember having this song here. We'll listen to it. LinkedIn Parkway. Oh my god. Yeah, Hot Topic's not the same as it was back then. They lost that emo touch. The emo scene kid kind of touch. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna like mess around with what I'm gonna do with the pants. Because when I'm coloring with like something that has like black as a color, I really like to go hard with the shading. I think I might do something different than I usually do. Turns out it is just us who grew up and they were always targeting the edgy kids of insert current year here. Uh, yeah. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong about that. 2023, they're gonna be there's a lot of merch of Five Nights at Freddy's and I think last time since I've been in the Hot Topic, which was like a couple months ago, I think I saw like a Has Been Hotel like merchandise too. It's it's crazy. Like a lot like still cater to the emo kids. But like it's like whatever's trending of it as well. Though I must admit, weird horror game is an interesting choice to tie themselves to. Yeah, it is. I mean, to be fair, Five Nights at Freddy's kind of blew up a lot. Have you seen the movie? Because the movie's actually pretty decent. Like, surprisingly, it's actually a pretty decent movie that's faithful to the games. I will say though, it is really, really wild to see fucking the game theory guy. Like, they could have had Markiplier on there, but I get that he was busy. But so instead, they got fucking the Matt Pack guy or whatever his name is from Game Theory. Ugh. It's planned to be streaming one of my new movie nights. Ooh. I think you might enjoy it. It is catered to kids, so it is like campy horror, but I'm like, yeah, it is like kind of campy. Take that as you will. Like it's kind of, but not entirely. I did hear they actually are planning to make a sequel of that movie, which is interesting because that means they're gonna base it off of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 with the Toy Freddy and all those designs. Toy Chica. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. I'm thinking on this too hard. I want this to be like I want to keep the texture of what I drew under the pants here. So I'm gonna do that. Do that. Continue filling. Oop. No, no, no. Hold on. Do that and that. You know what? I'm not feeling this part here with the seams, so I'm gonna just color that in. Ugh, another ad break. At least the ads didn't try to jump scare me. Oh, thank God. Okay, merge. Blend. Welcome back. Welcome back from ad break. I'm glad I didn't jump scare you. With the cursed ass Adobe crunchy ass sounding thingy. Oh, have you? I haven't actually looked at the server. I'll give that a look after stream. Don't feel shy in the posting stuff though, because other people do the same too, so in the server. Ooh, actually quite happy how this is coming out. Oh, opacity. Okay. Hmm. Not feeling that purple. I think I might just keep it simple like I have it. Slightly-ish. Hello? Hello? Hey, Matt. Oh, God. Why did you bring that emote in here? Put that away. I'm actually quite happy with this, how this is coming out, though. I hope the commissioner will like this of their OC, their beloved bunny girl. Ba, 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 ba. Listening to this song makes me want to play Katamari Damacy. Nostalgic for it. Oh, stretch. Thank you, thank you. My bones. They be popping.
Time to stretch and drink your water.
My waiter. Oh shit, where's my waiter? Oh, that's my waiter. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I think I would say I'm almost done. Maybe, perhaps. Perhaps. Such a chill soundtrack for such an insane premise. Man, there's some bangers in that game for how crazy that game is. Everybody Supersonic Racing. Is this the Supersonic Racing one? No, this is the Sunshine one. I confuse the two a lot with how they sound so similarly. Man, I love Sonic. The Hedgehog. I genuinely do, actually. I actually paint this part out. It just not look good. There we go. Daytona, let's go away. I think I do have that song in the playlist. Oh, so banger, TBH. Sonic the Hamhogger. I love that little fella. Little feller. Try to color this part here. I don't have to put too much detail. Sometimes less is more when you're like doing a drawing. Pick like a lighter red for the eye here. Yeah. The song's on bop. I'm just imagining a comically large ham with hedgehog, quills, and googly eyes, moving very fast with no limbs. That sounds cursed. That sounds really goofy. Love that iconic little dude. Also, he has to be painted blue. Like, very, like sloppily. Imagine that. Yeah! Oh my
Look at that.
god!
Zen put in their 6 viewers rating the channel.
Zen!
How? Quaint. I
Raiders!
suppose a small audience is better than no audience at all, right?
Don't mind him. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. Hi, Zen! Let me give you a shout out, friend. What were you up to? What were you doing? Oh, please, OBS, please be nice to me. Please, please, please. Okay, there we go. There you go. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, thank you. I will take care of your community. Thank you for the raid. By the way, give Zen a follow because they have really, really good art. They're great. Fantastic artwork. No, you. No, no, you. I insist. But I get if you have to go, buddy. Please, please take care and relax. I think I might make her eyes a little bit darker, just so like doesn't seem too much when you're looking like from her pants and stuff. Whoa. Erase all that. Yeah, that actually gives it a better touch. I'll be lurking then. Mwah! Please take care and relax. Hey, I'm gonna let you guys in a little secret, but I actually really like listening to K-pop. I'm just too embarrassed to be associated with how crazy the fandom is. But I love K-pop so much. Yeah. They're a long time mutual. Definitely give them a follow. It's okay, I'm a giant sucker for K-drama. K-drama's also fantastic. Granted, I have not watched, have not been keeping up for a while, but they got good shit. They got good shit. I think I might want to do something a bit different with the background. Or like maybe do different colors. Let me see. Oh, wait, I think that actually is clicking. Let me see what else is there. Okay, you know what? I'm good with this. I'm actually good with that. I will make some parts a little bit more, like, popping out a little bit. This proposal was so good, and from there, it's just gonna stop. Ooh, I've actually not watched that. What's it about? If you don't mind, because I've honestly been like, I really want to like watch more K drama again. Because I've been out of the loop for a while, but like I really don't know what's poppin', what's hot, TBH. It's been a while. It's the Ken song. Hold on. I love this song. I'm just scared. I just can't. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Whoops. Nobody won't be able to see that though. I love the Barbie movie so much. Let's see, highly suggested. It is a sweet romance. The main character go on a blind date. Turns out he is the next in line to inherit the company she works for, so naturally the rest of the story happens. Ooh. Okay. I think I will add that to my watch list, actually. I love a good romance story. Like, I'm a complete sucker for that in K-dramas. Energy. Features one of the best old grandpa characters I've seen yet. Ooh. It sounds exciting. I'll definitely give that a watch. I just can't. Man, I love this song so much. I want to be that lively and flamboyant one day. Oh my god. Hold up. Okay, now I need to watch, like, one of these days. I just can. That's crazy. Something that I've been watching, or like I used to watch, and I think they're gonna like do another new season. It's not K-drama, it's J-drama, but it's the live action version of House Husband. Actually, wait, they're not gonna do a new season. I think they're gonna like make a movie that's gonna come out next year or something. But oh my god, I love the live action of House Husband. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend it because it's like it's not like faithful to the manga, but it's got like its own like unique spin on it. That's really good. Which is a lot to say about the Netflix one. The Netflix one is it's just okay. I wish they could have done more with it, TBH, but they really didn't. Same, but also fun to watch while I did the same things at my house. That is true. That is true. I think you'll like the live action one. It's pretty good. Cool, 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 cool. I think I may be done actually, because there's nothing left for me to do. I'm pretty happy with the background. So what I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna raid someone. Let's see if we have a buddy that's streaming. And then I'll like send this out to the client on VGen. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Oh, let's see. Oh yes. Emmy's streaming right now. They're another like bird girl VTuber, since my VTuber's like a bird themed. So slash raid. Also, their artwork is really good too. Very, very cute stuff. Very cute. If you're into like the whole like cute like chibi aesthetic. So slash raid. Alright. So not streaming tomorrow, but I am streaming Sunday, and I'm gonna continue the schedule on Tuesday and Thursday next week. Very excited.